What's up, guys? It's Thon Maker, and now you're watching NBA 2K TV.
This week on 2K TV, Bucks big man Thon Maker.
I really enjoy playing online. Sometimes you interact with fans.
Winning tips.
For you bigs out there, I've got 5 tips for you to take your game to the next level.
A look at the 2K TV My Team collection.
And your first opportunity.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Round 2 action of the NBA playoffs about to get underway, and we're here to bring you all the action on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, all here for the ride. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Houston Rockets. Looking at Houston, they enter the conference semifinals looking very tough. A clean sweep in round 1. They're hoping to carry that momentum into game 1 tonight. First round of the playoffs were
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
field to start the game. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Greg Popovich.
We talked about how important this first game is to them because it helps set the tone for the whole series. He said, win or lose, the key for us tonight is that we play tough, we play smart, and let them know they're in for a heck of a fight the rest of the way. Sounds like some strong words, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Leonard. No good. Shot missing. The Rockets go the other way with it. Young outside. Anderson, a screen on Leonard. And Young kicks to Capella over Gasol. Capella with the bucket.
Come on, when Capella is draining the mid-range J, the D has to be nervous. He is really demonstrating signs of improvement.
Parker passes to Leonard. Good looking screen by Gasol. Leonard kicks to Aldridge. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Green outside. It's rebounded by Houston.
A very shaky start for them. After 4 attempts, they're still trying to find a target.
Anderson, a screen on Aldridge. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Young from outside the arc. Hits the three-point bomb.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Aldridge a screen. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Leonard on the wing. And they get it. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Oh, they finally got the lid off the basket there with that shot. Now 1 for 5 to begin this game.
Young, a screen on Parker. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Well, you look at Young. 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Now, here's Leonard. Young with the steal. Paul passes to Young. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 6 points for the Cobra.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Yeah, but he has a big height advantage, but that's somewhat mitigated out there on that perimeter. You got to come check him.
Buries it down low.
Attacking the rim in heavy traffic. You love his focus right there.
Rockets leading by 4. Young, a screen on Green. Screen by Young. The 3 from Harden. Capella. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. The Spurs have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Leonard kicks to Parker. Back to Leonard. Pass to Parker. Outside Leonard. There's the dish to Aldridge. 6 to shoot. From past the arc. It's Gasol missing. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Anderson the screen. Young with the ball. Picked up by Aldridge. Now Young. He's got 6. Kicks it out to Harden. Sinks the triple. Harden's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Rockets.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke, right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
So for the Rockets, Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Anderson, and it's Gordon in for James Harden. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Anderson, he's checked in for Gasol. Gay comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Murray's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. And Young, here we go. Gay with the block.
And Gay has put a ton of work into his defense over the years, specifically. Oh, goodness. Wow.
And Gay has incredible lift on these dunks. Tremendous at slamming it in when given room to fly.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. The name. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Simple screen, but there was a defensive mix-up that left the man wide open.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good, Nene. Here's Mills. 1:06 left to play here in the first. Spurs working the ball around now. Rudy Gay on the wing, defended by Young. Shot off the screen, and it's San Antonio with another.
Oh, come on. You have to commend the way Gay sees the floor, especially how he sees available space off of picks and capitalizes.
Now here's Paul. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And Young, here we go.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Rockets have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. That free throw, no good. Wells, he's checked in for Chris Paul. Good on the second free throw. Spurs trail by 5. There's the pass to Gay. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, that's the explosiveness of Gay on his drive. It's almost impossible to contain a real.
Rockets leading by 5. Anderson is down low with Capella. Ball and Harden, the star-studded backcourt. And it's Young in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now, here is Young. He has 7.
Oh, Capella is just fantastic at dunking it home, leaving no mistake on these kinds of chances near the hoop.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Cobra in the last game against the Jazz had a huge game. He finished with 27 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. His big display illustrated exactly the kind of success this team has enjoyed this season. And Kevin will be looking for more of the same from them tonight.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
I mean, well, it should have taken all the energy out of him. It should have taken something out of him, Greg. I mean, he pushed the envelope in every way that night. He was unreal.
Just 5. On the clock. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Young from outside. Houston gets it back. Harden kicks to Young. Capella with a screen on Green. And Anderson has it in the corner. It's tipped. Now, here is Young. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. Young's got the lead up to 7 now for the Rockets.
Oh, just a solid screen to free him up. Makes the layup.
Awesome. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Leonard dishes to Parker. Over Paul, and that one's good. Parker.
And as soon as Parker catches the ball, he immediately rises up and pulls the trigger. Love to see the confidence on display there.
Now, here is Harden. 11 points in the game. Young's shot is off.
He's been off target for the most part, but it hasn't held him back as a unit.
Ginobili kicks to Parker. Feeds it to Gasol. Green, the screen. Leonard against Anderson. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Ginobili.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Capella with a screen on Green. Lob pass to Capella. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I really like how Capella plays within the offense. So great at using his huge body to set screens.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond. left in the second quarter. Green, the screen. Here's Leonard. The Rockets pull it in. Young's got his third rebound on the night. Harden with it. He's picked up by Parker. Anderson, a screen on Ginobili. Out to the wing. Young outside. Over Ginobili. Harden outside. Good on the three-point shot. And now it's an 8-point Rocket lead.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
And here is Parker. Outside Green. Outside Leonard. Shoots the three. And there's Green on the assist by Gasol. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Ball passes to Young. Capella with a screen on Green. Young. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Rockets lead by 7.
Oh, that's the goal every trip. Get the good look from close range.
And so it's the Houston Rockets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the...
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break. And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. Rudy Gay having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Aldridge and Kawhi Leonard, the two stars at the forward spots. Parker and Green are the guard set, and it's Gasol at the center position. Young dishes to Harden. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Spurs trail by 7. Here's Leonard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. That's 7 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Now, that's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
Young with the ball. He's against Green, and it's Capella missing.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop steal, though. Still should have went for something better than that.
Here's Aldridge. Lays it up off the glass. Aldridge has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Young, a screen on Leonard. Harden gets a screen from Young. Over in the corner, Paul. Screen by Young. Anderson with the ball. Picked up by Aldridge. The Rockets with another miss.
1 for 3 now since halftime. Taking them a little while to find their rhythm.
Parker outside. Fires from 18. LaMarcus Aldridge again. Aldridge has got 6 points.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. They get Paul Gasol. Houston shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That one is off for the Rockets. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Ryan Anderson. And Eric Gordon subbed in for James Harden. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Gasol. Gay comes in for Leonard. Murray's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. Here's Gay. No good. That would have tied it.
Oh, that's their first shot of the half that hasn't found a mark. It's been a good start for them.
Gay against Young. Outside for Nene. There's the 3. Back to Young. From past the arc. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10.
Oh, well, they got that one to fall, and they need to keep it up after missing the first 3 shots in the half.
And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Hits the jumper in space. Aldridge has got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, they're getting terrific high percentage looks at the basket to begin this half. 4 or 5 so far.
Young against Gay. Shots good from Young. 17 points in the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And Anderson kicks to Murray. Here's Aldridge. Left side Anderson. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Murray. Down low. And Aldridge the basket on the assist by Murray. 10 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
He hasn't missed so far this quarter, and you can see why. His form is perfect, and he's taking high percentage shots.
Screen by Young. Ball passes to Young. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets the 3 fly. And again for 3. The basket is good from Young. Young's got 20.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Aldridge is straight. Mills dishes to Aldridge. The kick out to Anderson. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Aldridge has got 3 assists tonight.
Not trying to force anything inside. Ball gets kicked out for an open look.
Young, a screen on Gay. Young with the ball. He's got 20. And Tucker has it in the corner. Back to Young. Houston moving it around. Paul with the 3. The rebound by Anderson.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Mills. He dishes it to Anderson. Aldridge is strong. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. For San Antonio, they have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6. That free throw, no good. Houston making some changes. Here's Parker. Paul and Harden, the star-studded backcourt. Anderson is down low with Capella. And it's Young in at the 3 slot. It's the 5 for Houston right now. 6 feet out. Bank shot, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Young. Capella with a screen on Gay. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, wow, I just love the commitment by Capella. Rolling to the rim hard, even just after setting that perfect screen.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleashed chaos moment. Here's Leonard, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Clint Capella. First free throw is good.
When he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. Young against Green. And Young kicks to Anderson. Young outside. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Spurs trail by 7. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, that's because both offenses are relentless. Each side trying to close this thing up.
Anderson the screen. Ball outside. And here's Young from the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one. San Antonio's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Aldridge. And there's the feed to Green. It's a big high bounce and goes in.
Oh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
Houston leading by 6. Screen by Young. Ball passes to Young. Capella with a screen on Parker. Back to Paul. Rocket 6. Screen by Capella. Here's Young. That shot off. And the Spurs going the other way now. Leonard with no one around. Another miss by Leonard.
Look, he had all the time in the world to get the jumper off. Maybe it was too much time.
Anderson a screen on Green. And Young kicks to Anderson. And he gets the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 8.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Parker dishes to Green. Kicks it to Leonard. Back to Green. A 3. And it's James Harden with the rebound. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%. And Young, here we go. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. 3 on 3. Here's Leonard. He drains the quick shot.
Yeah, and for mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
A minute 42 left in the game. Young. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Shooting for Houston.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. The Spurs shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Green, the screen. Ariza against Leonard. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Leonard. Top of the key. Again, Leonard missing.
And right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Here's Young. Capella, the pass to Young. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Leonard kicks to Green. And it's off from three-point range. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
Lob pass to Capella. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Leonard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And showing a good nose for the ball there. Picks it clean, and he's off to the races.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to waste that effort. You want to cash in on these extra possessions. They certainly did that time.
Leonard brings the double team. Puts up a 3. Cans it from downtown.
And the three-point shooting skills of Ariza are just lethal. A volume shooter from there can flat out light it up.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 9. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, the Cobra.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. To the paint, off the screen, and there's the nice layup by Gasol.
Efficient tonight, but certainly not dominant. He needs to take control of some of the scoring.
Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. Chalk up 2 there.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
So it's the Spurs now. They trail by 9 points. Ginobili up top from deep. It's rebounded by Houston. Now Young. So Houston wins it. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so critical, and you know they'll want to ride this.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
DJ, great game.
Thanks, Char. Am I blowing up?
You're trending. Oh, hey, we need to go do an interview with the guys in the studio. Let's go.
Let's get it, man.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Shaquille O'Neal to my right, Kenny the Jet Smith on my left, right here in the middle, I'm Ernie Johnson. And a chance now to head down to the locker room for our post-game interview.
Hey, what's up? It's Kenny here. You were just locked in from beyond the arc tonight. Can you tell us how you just were able to just drop so many three-pointers?
Well, Kenny, it starts with the other players on the team. They do a great job of drawing the attention of the defenders and setting the screens, and it makes it easy for me to shoot. You know, and I almost feel bad when I miss threes because of how hard they work to create the looks. You know, they're really the ones that deserve the credit when our offense clicks in like it did tonight.
Great offensive management, but great shooting as well.
Thank you, Kenny.
And that will conclude our broadcast tonight of round 2 of the NBA playoffs. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a wonderful night.
On your My Team card, one of the strengths that you have is outside shooting. How important do you think outside shooting is to your game?
It's very important because, the league is transitioning towards small ball basketball. So a lot of guys are working on their craft, especially the outside shooting, bigs in particular.
So you are one of the only players in recent years to go essentially straight from high school to the NBA. What went through your mind when you realized that you were entering into the draft and your pro dreams were coming true?
As a kid, you dream of just playing in the NBA. You watch a lot of NBA basketball. And then when I heard my name called in the draft, I couldn't believe it,
Luckily, you didn't have to wait too long at the draft.
Nah.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
It is round 2 of the NBA playoff. The intensity just kicked up a notch for Game 2. Welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Houston Rockets at Toyota Center. Taking a look at the Rockets, they took care of business in Game 1, protecting their home court. Tonight, a chance to extend their lead and assert their dominance in this series. They won the series opener. Chance here to hold serve, go up 2-zip. Shaq, what's the key for them to take care of business?
Well, you can't get complacent, and the effort has to be even greater this time around. Stop messing around and get to the effort.
Momentum from one game to another is overrated.
In a series?
Yeah, it's overrated because guys change up after the game. They kind of let it go. The best players in the world, I know, they're not elephants. They have short memories. They are not elephants. They forget.
Both teams ready to tip off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
his first shot attempt.
Oh, it's not easy trying to guard Leonard inside. I can tell you that, guys. I mean, he's so good at using his body to get shots up over the defense.
Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Off target with his 3. Rockets trail. Here's Harden, and it's Harden slamming it down.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Well, you look at Young. 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
In transition, here come the Spurs. Ejected by Young. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here. San Antonio shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And only the 15th pick back when he was drafted. Leonard was projected to become a starter, but never a superstar.
Now, here is Young. Capella with a screen on Leonard. And Young, here we go. And Gasol sends it back. To the paint. Knocked loose. Ball with the steal. Gordon with it. Now Green defending. The Rockets with another miss.
Cannot give him that much room from mid-range. They got to feel lucky he didn't knock that one down.
Leonard kicks to Parker. The dish now to Aldridge. Outside, Green. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Gasol. It's rebounded by Houston. They come into the game following the win on Sunday.
You know what? It's a fine line between attacking but yet staying under control. And they did, and that's why they shot such a high percentage.
Yeah, they pushed the pace, and typically you get high-quality shots when you do that. I thought they were terrific all game, Greg.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
That's good from Young. So for the Rockets. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Anderson. And Eric Gordon subbed in for James Harden. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Murray's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Tucker, the pass to Young. Over to the wing. Paul with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Paul's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now, here's Mills. Defense right on him. Kicks to Gasol. Dishes it to Gay. The rebound by Young.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
They set the screen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And that one misses. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. And he sinks the second. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Wide open look here for Murray. Bangs home the trifecta. Murray's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Gordon dishes to Young. .130 left in the first. Gordon kicks to Paul. On its way from Young for 2. Fires the 3. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Gordon. 6 points for Chris Paul.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game.
Murray kicks to Gay. Aldridge with a screen on Young. The drive by Gage. Some solid defense there by Nene. Rockets leading by 5. The 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Mills passes to Murray. He dishes it to Gay. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Gay.
Yeah, and Gay skilled really at drawing contact. Doesn't back away from it, especially when he's shooting.
For San Antonio. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. The two pillars of this team, Chris Paul and Harden, are the 1 and the 2. Anderson is down low with Capella, and it's Young in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Here's Gay, and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first. And the length and athleticism Gay offers is exciting. I mean, terrific at scoring the ball, but he can also defend multiple positions.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Cobra in the last game against the Spurs lit up the floor. He finished with 27 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. Nobody could stop him. He completely took over the game. The same thing he'll be looking to do here tonight, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, Greg, you know where I'm going. He was a stat sheet stuffer in that game. Did a little bit of everything and did it all well.
Another shot. That's short off the rim. Spurs leading by 3. Gay with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Parker dishes to Gay. Parker a screen on Young. Kicks it out to Gay. It's stolen by Capella. 17-foot shot on the way. And San Antonio shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Green gets to Gasol. Here's Leonard. He's got 8. Pocket 6. Tips it. Rebounded by Capella. Gets trailed by 3. And here's Young from the arc. A minute 50 left in the first half. And Gasol sends it back. Outside, Green. Buries it from three-point range. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, is getting in the passing lanes. They've been active with their hands, feet have been in good position, and they've come up with a lot of steals. That's making a difference here, too.
Gay can't hit. Houston's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Young against Leonard. Anderson kicks to Young. Over Leonard. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Gay, that's a 2-pointer. Another miss by Gay.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shot from 16. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Love watching Gay stroke it from there. His in-between game is strong. Measures it perfectly.
Young passes to Paul. And here's Young. He has 5 to stop the drought. He takes it up and lays it in. Young's got 7. Young with the steal. He gets it up. And no good trying to get that one. Rudy Gay, he's feeling it tonight, and he's been the driving force for the set.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter. It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2. It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, you know, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg, and you cut into the heart of the defense like that, makes things easy.
On the court right now for the Spurs. Aldridge is at the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Pulling out the wings, it's Green and Leonard. And it's Parker in at the 1 spot. They recover it. Deft touch on the alley-oop. Leonard with the ball. And the foul called on the Cobra. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Leonard. Aldridge a screen. Leonard against Young. Gasol setting the pick for Leonard. 5 to shoot. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Leonard's got the lead up to 8 now for San Antonio. Houston's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Harden dishes to Young. Anderson a screen on Leonard. Looking to get it going. And it's laid up and in by Young. Young's got 9.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wayne.
I could not say it any better, showing you some real focus, taking it inside against the bigger man.
Passes to Gasol. Leonard on the wing, launches it, and it's Leonard again missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Capella with a screen on Leonard. And Young, here we go, and he makes that one. He's got 11.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, he's shaken up a bit. No choice but to take a timeout and let him get some medical attention.
Houston making some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. Bahamute comes in for Ryan Anderson. And it's Gordon in for James Harden. San Antonio also making some changes. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Gasol. Murray comes in for Danny Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. And Leonard gets it to go.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Nene with the screen on Leonard. And Young kicks to Mbaamute. Drills the three-pointer. And Mbaamute has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They set the pick. Mills passes to Aldridge. Here's Leonard. Another miss by Leonard.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Pass to Mbaamute. Offensive rebound. Nene dishes to Paul. Young outside. Nene, the screen. And Young kicks to Paul. And it's all evened up. Paul's got 9.
He's so aggressive offensively. I like his assertiveness. CP3 not taking 1 second extra to pull the trigger once he gets the pass.
The pass to Anderson. Anderson the screen. Murray for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 6.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Nene with the screen on Leonard. To Paul. It's up a 3. Again, the miss by Paul.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Young outside. Houston moving it around. Back to Paul. Fires from deep. Paul missing again. Spurs leading by 3. Mills passes to Anderson. Mbah-a-Moute with the steal. Shoots over Mills. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. You take a look at Wells, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And of course, Mbah-a-Moute.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their three-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
Here's Gay at basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
I love how Gay keeps the ball high, not allowing the defense to block it. His length really comes in handy.
And here's Young from the arc. Again, Young missing.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Mills dishes to Aldridge. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Now it's a 7-point Spurs lead.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Ariza kicks to Young. Again, Young missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And here's Mills from the arc. And that one is off. So Houston will take it the other way. Young passes to Nene. Now here's Murray. He has 6. It's good. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. P.J. Tucker comes in for Eric Gordon. And James Harden subbed in for Wells.
And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
He gets trailed by 9. Harden dishes to Young. To end the run, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. The Rockets have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for Ryan Anderson. He's checked in for Nene. The Spurs also with the sub. Pau Gasol's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. That one is no good. San Antonio leading by 8. Now Murray. Ginobili on the wing. 17 seconds left in the third.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. Both free throws good from Ginobili. And for Houston, they're shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Anderson against Young to the inside. Came hard off that pick and finished strong.
Yeah, you know, Tucker's a little undersized, but he makes up for it with leaping ability and reach.
Parker. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Stay aggressive. You need it.
We welcome you back here to the coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Rockets trail by 8. They've got Trevor Ariza. P.J. Tucker is out there with Anderson. Then it's Harden, and it's Young in at shooting guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Outstanding presence of mind. Harden is constantly looking for the open shooter.
Parker gets to Ginobili. He feeds it to Gay. Gasol, a screen on Ariza. Gay against Ariza. Baseline jumper. Good on the shot. And that's now 17 points for Rudy Gay.
And when Gay hits a few early, you know he's feeling it. It's like seeing him find his rhythm on offense.
And Young, here we go. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saves a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Houston making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Leonard, he's checked in for the Spurs. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Pass to Parker. Lets it go from the wing. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. And the Spurs lead by 8.
And as soon as Parker catches the ball, he immediately rises up and pulls the trigger. Love to see the confidence on display there.
And it's put back up and in by Capella.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Ginobili outside. There's the pick. Screened by Parker. Ginobili kicks to Gay. And they double up Gay. Stolen by Tucker. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. And there's the call on Ginobili. And so here is Houston. Here's Young. Anderson the screen. The feed to Capella. And here's Young. Capella with a screen on Leonard. Leonard with the steal. Now here's Mills. Defended by Paul. Mills can't hit.
Just tentative in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence. Allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Oh, I tell you what, it's really impressive how Capella has improved his role so quickly, Kevin. I mean, he's a starting caliber center known for his defense, but continues to make strides on offense, too.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Pau Gasol is checked in for Gay. Green comes in for Murray. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Patty Mills. 1:44 left to play here in the 4th. And Young, here we go. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Green kicks to Leonard. Four on the shot clock. Baseline J on the way. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, and for mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Here's Young. Feeds to Anderson. The kick out to Young. Yes! And the foul. They get Pau Gasol.
And this atmosphere is bananas.
Electric in here. I mean, that was a tremendous shot, but this crowd all over, turned up.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Gasol is screen on Paul. Parker with outside Green. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Green. To the middle. It's It's good.
Just look at what Aldridge is doing.
Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
And Young, here we go. Green with the rebound.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Leonard draws the double. And the wide open shot from Green. They grab their own miss.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
And those rebounds lead the team. I mean, he's been the tone setter for him today in terms of work ethic and glass eating.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're behind by 1. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
They've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
Stolen by Anderson, and now they decide to foul intentionally. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Man, I like the mindset of Anderson, Kevin. I mean, if he's open, he's taking the shot, especially from distance.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. San Antonio calls timeout. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
Leonard, that's for 2. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
DJ, great game.
Thanks, Char. Am I blowing up?
You're trending. Oh, hey, we need to go do an interview with the guys in the studio. Let's go.
Let's get it, man.
Hey, it's Kenny. Just another superb showing from you. Now, what's been the major key to keep producing at such a high level?
Kenny, you know, I think it's just been watching film and learning where I can be better at each game. And I think it's important not to feel satisfied with your game. And as long as you improve and keep adding to your skill set, it'll work out. And, you know, I'm glad that I put a lot of work into this team, and it's made it more dangerous as a result.
Well, they don't want you to win, and you won.
Major key.